Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what Spirit has for the collective, the message that you need at this time. I've set that intention with my guides and with this deck. So if you're here because this is on your feed, this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, this message is definitely for you. Let's get into the tarot. I do have an oracle deck as well. I will bring that out at the end and we'll get some additional messages from Spirit. Three of Swords energy there on the bottom. So be sure and like the video, leave a comment if you feel called to do so, and definitely subscribe if you like the messages. All your interactions really help my channel to grow, but the interactions with the videos help push the videos out so more people get the messages as well. And I really very much appreciate that. So thank you. Okay, so we also have the Seven of Pentacles. Sometimes my intuition will have me grab a second one from the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Pentacles is about planting a seed and watching things grow, right? Watching things come to fruition. But it's also about looking at things and is it worth putting in all that energy, right? Kind of looking at things like, is it worth all of this work, all of this effort? So that could be significant in this message as well. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is like a heartbreak. It's some kind of grief, some kind of loss that has occurred here. That is the underlying energy of everything. And it's also about healing, needing to heal your heart space, right? You have these three swords inside of this heart. So this is about like something has, you know, you've had some sort of loss. Something has kind of caused a little bit of a heartbreak here. And this is needing to heal from that. This could be like being in separation from someone. This can be, you know, losing a job, losing family member, losing a loved one, whatever that is for you. That Three of Swords is just like a really difficult energy. It is some sort of loss or heartbreak here. The situation is the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, collaboration. It is about building with others. It can also be about third parties if we're talking about relationships. But in this case, I feel like this is, you know, wanting to build something with someone and building like long term, right? So I don't really have a Pentacles to show you, but on the Pentacles cards in the tarot deck, they're always yellow, right? Because it's tangible. It's a material possession. It is money, right? So, or abundance. And with this one, they're black. So they're etched into this concrete. They're etched into this stone. And that makes it very permanent, very stable, right? So this is like wanting to build something very stable and long term and working with others in order to do so. The blockage is the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is about that Prince Charming energy. This is like a love offer. It's also about like following your heart. So it's a blockage. This could be not following your heart, right? Not emotionally fulfilling yourself in a way. So this Three of Pentacles energy is not filling your cup, right? It is not following your heart. It is not something that is emotionally fulfilling for you. And the cause of that is this Tower. So the Tower is chaos. It is change. It is very sudden. So this could be, you know, about some kind of love offer fell through or some kind of offer in following your heart. This can be about work. You know, it doesn't have to be always be about love, but you take it how it resonates for you if that's what you're here for. But the Tower is like that chaotic energy. It is really about a very fast change, again, with everything kind of falling apart and this foundation falling down, right? So being able to build up from there and build something very stable and grounded so that it doesn't fall apart. But there was definitely a Tower moment, a very fast, sudden change. And I feel like it's caused some kind of like emotional heartbreak here. You know, this wanting to build with somebody, but not getting the emotional, not getting like the emotional offer you want, right? Not getting that Knight of Cups, that love offer or that really heart space opening here. So in the recent past, we have the Sun. The Sun is my favorite card in the deck. This is about growth, abundance, vitality. It is that inner child happiness, right? So you have this child on the horse, which is about like your inner child being happy and getting back to that sunshine and joy and happiness. So I feel like maybe in the recent past, like your happiness really was affected here. Maybe you are now focused more on your happiness after this tower moment. It's kind of made you realize it has shined the light on some things here for you. The sun very much shines the light, right? It's that bright sun up there in the sky, like shining the light on things and letting you see things maybe that you were not seeing before, or it kind of just is this sudden realization, right? Like this, oh my gosh, I see it now, right? And then with that tower, that is like that sudden, very fast, chaotic energy. But it does shine the light on things for you when a tower moment does happen. Your higher self or subconscious, we have the Five of Cups. Again, this is about grief and loss, and the cups are our emotions, right? So in this card, this person is staring at this Three of Cups. They are, looking at what they've lost, so they're very upset at the things that they have lost, but they also have these Two of Cups behind them, right? So it's about being grateful for what you do have. And I realize that that's a difficult thing to do when you are in a dark place, right? When you're going through a tower moment, it's very hard to be grateful. But if you focus on the good that you still have, focus on that silver lining. Yes, you are losing things, but it is for a reason. Again, it's foundations fall because they're not stable. And now you can build from a stable place, right? Whether this is a business, a job, or a love relationship, family dynamic, whatever it is, this is really needing to see the Two of Cups, the silver lining behind you, because it leads to this bridge and then this castle, right? So try not to dwell on all that is lost and try to be grateful for what you still have, or try to see the good in the lesson, or see the good that you still have in your life, and try not to focus so much on the dark aspect or the heartbreak here, right? In the near future, we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is about arguments, fights, tension. It can be about manipulation. So whatever situation you're dealing with here, just be very mindful that in the near future, there could be some manipulation coming in. But this is also about conflict, right? So you could have some conflict with someone in the near future. This could be you being very mentally conflicted about the situation, right? Because everything happened so quickly and it shined the light on some things. And now you're kind of conflicted on maybe how to move forward, or you're conflicted about where things lay, right? Like where things are, or how like you're going to move through this. So just be aware that there could be some manipulation if you're dealing with other people in the situation, because we did have that Three of Pentacles, which is about like working with others, and there could be some manipulation in the near future, or there could be like arguments, right? So the Five of Swords, like you have this person standing here with all these swords and these other people are walking away defeated, right? So you could feel very defeated in the near future as well, especially since this is a very heavy energy. I mean, the Tower, the Three of Swords, and the Five of Cups is a very heavy energy. And it's, needing to recover from that. But this can also be about like feeling defeated or winning at all costs, right? So this person is holding all the swords and these other people are walking away. So it's maybe choosing your battles wisely, right? So if this is a situation where you felt wronged, or you had this loss and heartbreak, then maybe not feeding into any kind of conflict in the future, again, because they could be manipulative, or they could be trying to come back and cause some sort of conflict. This is about really not feeding into that and choosing your battles wisely here. Definitely a feeling of being defeated, though. I just feel like you're kind of defeated mentally. Swords are about our thoughts. It's that mental game here. And then you had the Five of Cups, which is about emotional. So I feel like emotionally, mentally, you do feel kind of defeated here, and that's understandable when you go through a tower moment. In your thoughts and feelings, though, we have the Page of Cups. So this is about being open to receive, being open to gifts, right? So he has like this fish in his cup. This is like a gift from spirit, but it's also about being open to your intuition, being open to spiritual gifts here. So I feel like maybe you are just trying to stay open to spirit and really trying to open to new opportunities after this has occurred. And that's very good energy to be in, right? Being open to your intuition, being open to messages from spirit so that they can guide you and you can move through this tower moment. Because when we listen to our intuition and we listen to our guides, that's what's going to help you move through this. So that's a very good energy for you to be in. You're probably feeling very intuitive or very open to something new here, especially, after everything has kind of fallen apart here, like you're really open to something new. But in your environment, the influence here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So that's amazing energy. Sorry, I'm probably talking funny when I channel my nose itches. um, so the Wheel of Fortune is karma, it's fate, it's things starting to move in your favor, right? So I feel like things are kind of moving behind the scenes here, right? Because this is like your environment and what's influencing things. Our lives move in cycles, right? So the Wheel of Fortune continues to turn. It's like a clock, right? And it turns and turns and turns, and our cycles and our lives continue to turn. So I feel like you may be at the end of some sort of cycle here. And that's why the tower has occurred. Things have broken down, and now you're moving into a new cycle here. And this is like fated, divine timing type of energy. And you may not see this occurring, right? If things are happening kind of behind the scenes in the environment, but this is a very good card. It's, that things starting to turn in your favor and that good karma coming in here. Your hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is a new emotional beginning. So again, you have that Page of Cups and your feelings. And I feel like this is you're very hopeful for some kind of new emotional beginning here, whether that's in love, career, your intuition, your spirituality, right? So with the Ace of Cups, again, cups are about our emotions, and this is spirit handing you this gift. This hand here is the hand of God, hand of spirit, the divine, however you see it. But they're handing you this gift, and this can be like a very emotional gift that they are giving you. And it can be like an overflow of emotions, right? This cup is overflowing, but it's also like about intuition. So you do have like the dove here and this symbol, which is again with spirituality. So this can be you really opening up to your spirituality, and you could be really hopeful for this new emotional beginning, right? And then the potential outcome is the Eight of Cups. So you are walking away from something here that is no longer emotionally fulfilling. And this is about leaving something behind. You have recognized that this is not fulfilling you. This is not making you happy. And this is not filling your cup, like this Ace of Cups here, but you're still very hopeful for it, which is great energy to be in, right? Despite this defeat, despite this emotional turmoil that you're going through, this loss, this grief, you're still very hopeful for a new beginning. And that's a really good energy to be in. The light has been shown here on a situation, and you finally see, with this sun, it's like this bright light, right? It's like that light bulb moment in a cartoon over someone's head, right? Like you finally see that this situation is not going to emotionally fulfill you, but you're still very hopeful for that new emotional beginning. And walking away from things and recognizing that they're not is a very powerful place to be. It's a very good energy for you to be in. Let's see. What do they not see coming, Spirit? So we have the Nine of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Cups. So this is the Nine of Swords is a, did I say Nine of Wands? I can't remember. I'm sorry. The Nine of Swords is very much this anxiety, this worry, this stuck on a hamster wheel type of thinking, right? Like staying up late at night, worrying about the same thing over and over, and really just mentally bogging yourself down here. So I feel like this Nine of Swords, right? Like trying not to sit in this energy. This has to do with a home and some kind of like love situation. So I feel like maybe there is a lot of worry about this union this could be about marriage, right? So the Four of Wands is my 1111 card. That could be significant. This could be soulmate, twin flame energy, but it's definitely about some kind of home dynamic and some kind of partnership here. So this can be about stability and a partner, like business partnership, or this could be a marriage or like a love partnership here. But I feel like there is a lot of anxiety about this home situation, this partnership situation that is coming in here, right? That's what this heartbreak is. And I feel like maybe once you walk away, you might kind of be stuck in this mental pattern. So, what advice do you have for Capricorn Spirit? What advice do you have for them? Awesome. So we have the Queen of Cups, High Priestess, and the Five of Wands. This is about really trusting your intuition and opening up to your creativity, having some compassion for yourself. And that's what's going to help you overcome these obstacles. Just trusting your intuition. You know, when you get into this Nine of Swords energy, this mental hamster wheel, right? Running things through your head. What if this happened? What, maybe I should have done this. Maybe I could have done this, or maybe I could have worked harder to make this work with this person. You know, that's just going to cause more and more worry, more anxiety, right? More depression. Trust your intuition that you made the right decision here, right? That you walking away, that Eight of Cups, is a good decision, right? If you are not emotionally fulfilled, it's not going to change. Again, with that hamster wheel, like this is fated. This is, things are changing and things were shown to you, right? The Tower moment happened and this light was shined on the situation because Spirit wanted you to see this and they want you to trust your intuition to overcome these obstacles. And I know that that's very difficult when you're moving through a Tower moment. I have been through several in my life, large Tower moments. You know, I've been through a divorce. I've been through things with family members. Like, I completely understand that that sounds really, really difficult. And it is, but you have the power to do this, right? Just don't get stuck in your head about situations and really trust your intuition to move through this. That's what's going to best serve you. And stay open, like this, you know, this optimism that you have here, this opening to your intuition, opening to this new emotional beginning. I feel like maybe you moving away from this and having some kind of Tower moment has really, it may open up your spiritual gifts. It could really open, because we have the Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the High Priestess. These are all about your intuition and your creativity. I feel like maybe you could be going through a spiritual awakening here. Maybe that's the light that was shown on the situation, was a spiritual awakening, because that could be a Tower moment too, is a spiritual awakening. But again, whatever the situation is for you, I feel like Spirit just wants you to really trust your intuition on this. That's what's going to get you through. So let's see. Grab you some oracle cards here, some additional messages. All right. So we have break free. You're being asked to break free from the tribe in order to live your authentic life. This isn't easy, but it's very necessary if you're going to share your true self with others. Be brave, be real, be you, and trust that those who love you will always be there for you. Boundless possibilities. You're standing at the edge of limitless potential. Don't limit your dreams based on past experiences. Embrace the boundless possibilities that await you. Again, that Five of Cups, right? Which, again, I know is easier said than done when you're going through a tough situation, but just realize that every ending has a new beginning, right? Things come to an end so you can have a new beginning. You may lose some things, but imagine what you have to gain from this. Enabling. There is someone you're helping, or are you? In reality, you may be enabling them to continue in negative patterns and never take full responsibility for themselves. step back and let things play out. Yeah, this can be family, this can be a loved one, you know, this partnership, this can be a business partner. Um, Sometimes when you're putting in all the effort and they're not, you know, that not emotionally fulfilling you, that's you're enabling them to continue to, you know, belittle you or not value you. I just feel like you're not valued where you are. Let it go. You're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, and you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Definitely feel that as well. That trusting your intuition, opening to your creativity here. When you sit in this hamster wheel thinking, it's going to keep you in a negative thought pattern, right? It's going to keep you in this Five of Cups, Five of Swords, and you don't want to stay there. I know you don't, because you're feeling this Page of Cups, you're feeling this optimism and this open to new gifts, these intuitive gifts, intuitive messages, and really opening to your creativity and your intuition here. So this is definitely a difficult situation, but ultimately you're going to walk away and just trust your intuition on the situation, because Spirit really wants you to see this for what it is, right? They've shown the light here and they want you to see the situation for what it is and then heal and move forward, because this is fate, right? Things are starting to turn around in your favor. You just have to let go of the past in order to move forward. So I hope that that message helps, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.